with Salvadori having finished down the order in a couple of other races, it is Luca Maserati who leads the championship. It's those two who line up on the front row for race 1. Josh Salvadori on pole, a couple of tenths quicker than Luca Maserati in qualifying. Row 2 is Wolf Butler and Ollie Kerr. Then Louis Austin, one of our rookies this year, on row 3 alongside Max Scharfegger. Row 4, Kyle Wells and Ollie Smith. Then completing the top 10, Lewis Stannard and Matthew Swatton. Row 6, 87 Leon Holly alongside 98 Bailey Roberts. He'll be easy to spot, that's the bright green car. Brother Kieran Roberts raced that car last season, if memory serves me right. Row 7, 35 Tom Algar and 42 Sherry Ann Powell. On the 8th row, Martin Wright, number 14, the scholarship winner over the winter, and treble 3 Lexi Powell. Joe Wood, number 7, he had some problems with his car in qualifying, so hopefully we'll be able to start from the back of the field. So it's Luca Maserati who leads the championship, but there's only 6 points covering the top 4, showing how evenly matched these 1600cc Citroën Saxo VTRs are. As they make their way around to the start of the first of 3 races here this weekend. Just looking towards the back of the grid here to check that everybody is present and correct. There's Leon Holly, the light blue car, and Joe Wood has made it out. I think he hit the tyre wall coming out of the chicane in qualifying earlier on, but he has made it to the grid. Notice a bit of damage to the left front of his car. We could well be watching here the touring car stars of the future. This will be a 15-minute race for the JSCC. Partnership with Mintex brakes and Goodyear tyres. It's the red car of Josh Salvadori on pole alongside the white and green of Luca Maserati, the son of Piers Maserati, ex-British GT champion. Second row, Wilf Butler, number 70. Predominantly white car for him, alongside treble 2 Ollie Kerr. I've seen his car in the assembly area in the colours of Simpson Race Exhausts. Owned by Matt Simpson, ex-BTCC race winner. On the third row, 26 Louis Austin, that's the white and black car. Starts alongside Max Scharfegger, the grey and Dayglow yellow machine. In whites with the Dayglow yellow flashes, number 448, that's Kyle Wells, ex-short oval racer. And the blue, green and white is Ollie Smith. He and Louis Austin have been fighting for the honours of top rookie this year. Lewis Stannard in the grey and red car. Completing the top 10 is Matthew Swatton in the red, white and blue of Kersley Motorsports. 15 minutes then for the Junior Saloon Car Championship. The red lights are on, the revs are up from these 1600cc engines, and away they go. Good start by Josh Salvadori from pole position, side by side for second. It's Wilf Butler coming through past Luca Maserati into that second position. As away go the youngsters, all these drivers aged 14 to 17 years of age. Many of them have come up through the world of karting, or in some cases junior short oval racing as well. Swing their way into the complex the first time. Salvadori it is who leads, running a little bit wide there. Max Scharfegger side by side with Ollie Smith. Also moving through the Kersley Motorsport car. They'll be running some cars tomorrow as well in the Hyundai Coupe Cup. Matthew Swatton driving for them here. Scharfegger leans on Lewis Stannard there, who goes onto the grass in avoidance. A little bit of a squeeze. Salvadori it is who leads the way then from Butler. Maserati, those 3 all race winners already this year. The other race winner from Donington, Lewis Stannard, trying to make his way through. He struggled a bit in qualifying. Matthew Swatton giving chase, and Bailey Roberts in the bright green car as well. Behind them, Leon Holly. An eventful season opener at Donington when he had a few spins. Through Church Corner they go. It's not often we see the JSCC race at Thruxton. Great experience for these drivers. Max Scharfegger goes wide onto the grass. Well, the Saxo is fairly good as a rallycross car, and Max Scharfegger proving that there. He's recovered it though, and is still going into the chicane for the first time. Josh Salvadori. So there's a side-by-side battle. That's Louis Austin, the black, white and green car, chasing Kyle Wells, who goes over the curbs at the chicane. Max Scharfegger has recovered behind Leon Holly. Salvadori leads the way by 0.3 of a second at the end of the opening lap. There's Ollie Smith running well, and Joe Wood in problems again. He had trouble in qualifying. You can see a bit of damage to the left front of his car from the qualifying session. He's had problems again there at the chicane. Leaders, three of them line astern. Salvadori, Butler, Maserati, then a small gap back to Ollie Kerr. Big move up the inside there. Bailey Roberts coming through the complex. That was a brave lunge. Past Matthew Swatton. And Leon Holly as well in there. Scharfegger is behind them after he's off, coming out of Church. Swatton attacking back again on the inside at Noble. And he's retaken Bailey Roberts. Leon Holly trying to come through as well. And he makes the move stick as they go towards Village. A lively start to the action then for our junior saloon car racers. Great training ground for these saloon racing stars of the future. Scharfegger trying to get the cut back on Bailey Roberts there in the green machine. Just behind there, I think that's Sherry Ann Powell, the number 42. As up the inside into the chicane, very late on the brakes there from Wilf Butler, and he's taken the lead. Good move by Wilf Butler. He bounces over the curb on the exits. Still these sort-outs going on further out. Bailey Roberts is taking some risk here. He's throwing that Saxo around like it's an ice racing car. Max Scharfegger's dropping back. I wonder if he's damaged his steering when he went onto the grass. That car's not handling well. Meanwhile, Wilf Butler has taken over the lead of the race in the number 70 from Salvadori and Maserati, second and third. Bit of a lock up there from Josh Salvadori. Ollie Kerr just looking on in fourth place, further back. Then a gap back to Kyle Wells and Louis Austin, who are scrapping for fifth position. Wilf Butler looking for win number 2 this season. Salvadori looking for win number 3. Salvadori has picked up a few penalties for track limits this season. The officials have been clamping down on track limits penalties in the first 2 meetings of the year at Donington and Brands Hatch. Luca Maserati, the current championship leader. It's only by 2 points ahead of Wilf Butler. Josh Salvadori is 2 points further back, and then Lewis Stannard 2 points off them. So as Ian said, it is really close, just 6 points covering the top 4 in the points at the moment. Lewis Stannard's a little bit further back in this field. He was struggling in qualifying. Kyle Wells under fire. So here come the leaders down towards the chicane. Luca Maserati has a brief look on the inside there. He's not close enough, and the leader goes across there, Wilf Butler. Did he get a touch there from Salvadori? I don't think he did. Wilf Butler continues to lead. He's got the fastest lap of the race as well, 1:34.453. Salvadori gets the tighter line through the right at Allard, past the pit lane exits. He's up alongside Wilf Butler. He could take the lead here into the complex under braking. He's got the line, and he's going to go through. Josh Salvadori takes the lead of race 1 for the junior saloon cars here at Thruxton. So Lightning McQueen leads. Is he going to get cachowed into the chicane by Wilf Butler though? Clear of Ollie Kerr. He's a couple of seconds further back in fourth. Wilf Butler is not finished yet. He's ready to fight back in the Mooney Hire number 70 car. Towards Church Corner once again. Wonderful camera angle here, getting a real sensation of the speed as they come round this fearsome right-hander. There's Kerr in fourth place. Wells is fifth, ahead of Austin. Ollie Smith seventh. Lewis Stannard back in eighth with Matthew Swatton in the Kersley Motorsport car on his tail. Rounding up the top 10, it's Leon Holly in the number 87. Into the chicane. Wilf Butler a little bit crossed up. He was last lap as well, went over the curbs. Luca Maserati just looking on from third place. First win for him last time out at Brands Hatch. He's been on the podium in every race this year, Luca Maserati, and that's what's won him a narrow championship lead. There's Bailey Roberts, who's calmed down after that rather wild start, up alongside Sherry Ann Powell in the number 42. Further back in the order we have Lexi Powell, of course. We heard from her parents earlier on, as Bailey gets the move done there out of Allard. Lexi, the daughter of Stephen Powell of British truck racing fame. Lewis Stannard makes a dive at Ollie Smith and gets through. Bailey Roberts back ahead of Sherry-Ann Powell through the first part of the lap. Bounces off the curb, though he's going to go wide. Mistake there from the 98s. Gets it back on, but he's lost the place against the Orex car of Sherry-Ann Powell. There's four of them together now. Matthew Swatton getting involved, getting past Ollie Smith in the number 80 car. Here comes Leon Holly as well in the 87. Superb four-way scrap. This is for 7th place. Lewis Stannard has it at the moment. He went from 5th to 1st on a safety car restart when everybody else seemed to slide about all over the place at Donington and came through to take a disbelieving victory. Meanwhile, we've had a change up front. Wilf Butler has not only taken the lead, but Luca Maserati's got through the second. Butler was too quick through the chicane there, got crossed up over the curbs, and here comes Maserati. He's going to try and take the lead as they go into Allard, and he's done it. But Wilf Butler fights back alongside him. Maserati, he's got it done, and Luca Maserati takes the lead. He inherited a win at Brands Hatch with a couple of drivers getting penalties ahead of him. Maserati wants an outright win on track this time to extend his lead in the championship. Let's have a look again there, what happened to Wilf Butler if we can. These are some of the runners further back in the order. There's Lexi Powell running just behind Martin Wright, and Joe Wood still going at the back after that spin earlier on. We'll try and see what happened there to Josh Salvadori, where he lost the lead there. Briefly Wilf Butler who had taken over, but then Maserati took advantage of a slightly scrappy run through the chicane by Wilf Butler. It's coming into the chicane. Yes, Salvadori went out to the left, and Butler got down the inside, and so did Maserati. They must have slipstreamed him coming out of Brooklands. But then Wilf Butler a little bit too quick into the chicane, so he got crossed up there over the curbs. He runs wide on the exit, leaves the gap for Maserati. He didn't need asking twice to go up the inside and take the lead. So that's what happened. Maserati still leads. They're coming around to the chicane again. Wilf Butler on his bumper as they come into the right-left rights. Maserati a little bit more tidy over the curbs that time through, as was Butler. Josh Salvadori just looking on from 3rd place behind. These three are nearly 4 seconds clear now, over 4 seconds clear now of Oliver Kerr. Kyle Wells still ahead of Louis Austin in 5th and 6th places. Salvadori closes up as quickly as he can into the complex. He does not want to let these two get away. Ollie Kerr stuck rather on his own in 4th place. Matthew Swatton, I can tell you, is up to 7th. Lewis Stannard may have had a slight moment on that last lap. He's lost 3 places because Swatton's, Ollie Smith and Leon Holly have all got through. Maybe made a mistake at the chicane. Luca Maserati still leads the way with standing pressure from Wilf Butler. Saw these two fighting it out at Donington at the start of the season. Talking of fighting it out, Max Scharfegger in 14th place has got, in 13th place rather, has got Tom Algar on his tail. Scharfegger fighting back after a grassy moment early on. There is Stannard behind Leon Holly. You can see Swatton and Smith have got away ahead of them. So whether these two had a moment together, I'm not sure. Meantime, the leaders are coming into the chicane once again. Maserati gets 2 wheels up on the curb. Wilf Butler cuts tight to the inside. No, you don't, says Luca Maserati. Just under 4 minutes of this race to go. He pulls away a little bit. Butler lost a bit of momentum on the curbs there. If you lose momentum on a fast track like Thruxton, it can take a while to get it all back together again. Yes, there is some damage, look, on the front of Leon Holly's car, so I reckon he and Lewis Stannard have had some contact somewhere. He certainly had contact with something, Leon Holly, but I'm not sure what. Leaders are at the complex, and now Wilf Butler has dropped back from Luca Maserati because he's having to defend from Josh Salvadori. towards Noble. Here's a battle further back with Joe Wood now on the tail of Martin Wright. That means Joe has got ahead of Lexi Powell. He put in an accomplished performance on her local circuit at Brands Hatch. A learning exercise for Lexi in her first full season of junior saloon cars as Joe Wood dives up the inside. Is he going to make that move stick against Martin Wright, the Cornishman? Yes, he is. Joe Wood moves ahead. Here are the leaders coming out of Church. Salvadori drops back just a little bit, ran a little bit wide there. Butler's got the fastest lap of the race still, 1:34.453. It's still Luca Maserati who leads the way. Family best known for racing, not Maseratis, but Porsches. 3 members of the family have raced. Piers, we've already mentioned, also Jamie and Miles. Across the line they go, line astern. Separated by just under 1.2 seconds, these three. Just over 2 minutes of this race to go, so it may well be last lap next time around. Martin Wright in the Oryx car, number 14, towards the tail end of the field. He's in 16th place. Still Luca Maserati leads. Out of Seagrave. Soaking up the pressure from Wilf Butler and Josh Salvadori. Ollie Kerr still in rather in no man's land in 4th place with nobody to race with. Still places swapping for 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Matthew Swatton is now up to 7th. He's got ahead of Ollie Smith. Leon Holly ahead of Lewis Stannard as well. That's for 9th place. Towards Church they come. Now Wilf Butler's closer this time to Maserati. He could try and make a move here on the exit of Church through towards Brooklands. They're side by side, the 46 and the 70. Wilf Butler is in prime position to try and take the lead here into the chicane. Got a much better run there through Church Corner. Last of the late breakers is going to be Wilf Butler, I think. Can he hold it together over the chicane curves? He's taken the lead. Now can he hold it? They're up on the curves. Maserati tries to fight back. There might have been a touch between the two of them there. Butler goes wide. I couldn't see if there'd been any contact there, but Maserati bobs back in behind, and the number 70 car of Wilf Butler has taken the lead. Here's the pairing of Stannard and Holly still battling it out. Onto the final lap. The black and white flag was out there for somebody. I didn't see who it was. We're on the last lap now. Can Luca Maserati fight back? Can Josh Salvadori fight his way back into the lead? He's just been biding his time in that 3rd place since he lost the lead into the chicane a few laps ago. Is he going to try and ambush the pair ahead of him, going down to the chicane for the last time? It's just between these three. They're nearly 7 seconds ahead of Ollie Kerr in 4th place. Luca Maserati has been on the podium in every race this year, including 1 win at Brands. He's the narrow leader in the championship. Wilf Butler looking for win number 2 this season as well. Josh Salvadori looking for win number 3. And Maserati gets the slightly tighter exit. He needs to get into the slipstream of Wilf Butler's car here to try and get him down into the chicane. I don't think Salvadori is quite close enough, but he'll try everything on the brakes in the chicane. He is going to perhaps go for the inside here. Maserati trying to move for the inside on Wilf Butler. He's found the gap on the inside. Can he get the car stopped in time? They're both sliding. Maserati at the inside is in front. Over the curves he goes. Wilf Butler will try and fight back up. Salvadori's going to try and get round the outside of it. They're going to finish 3 wide. Look at this. On the run to the line, Salvadori through the middle. Who's going to get it? We'll have to go to the timing screen for that one. Salvadori gets it. Incredible. What an unbelievable finish. Josh Salvadori, subject to confirmation, has won it by 0.067 of a second. I said he was biding his time, waiting to see what the other two did, and he judged that to perfection. The order is Salvadori the winner, Butler second, Maserati third, and they're covered by less than 1/4 of a second. That's as good a finish as you'll see in any other form of motorsport. Josh Salvadori judged that absolutely spot on. Maserati goes for the last bend lunge. They're both sliding, and behind them, Salvadori's got the better control. He knows if he gets his foot down, he can try and get the positioning right. There he goes through the middle. That is brilliant driving. He knew that Maserati was going to go for Wolf Butler. He knew they'd probably lose momentum on the exit because they were scrabbling for position with each other, and Salvadori went through the middle to take the win. That's one of the best finishes to a race I've ever seen. Josh Salvadori the winner by 0.06 of a second ahead of Wolf Butler, and Luca Maserati will be frustrated with himself, I'm sure, there. He went for the last bend lunge, it didn't quite work, and 0.247 of a second covers the three of them. Ollie Kerr in 4th ahead of Kyle Wells, then Louis Austin in 6th position. Matthew Swatton tops a big fight for 7th ahead of Lewis Stannard, then Ollie Smith and Leon Holly. Behind them, Sherry-Ann Powell, Bailey Roberts, Max Scharfegger, Tom Algar, Joe Wood, Martin Wright and Lexi Powell. Show me a better race finish than that. Win number 3 of the season for Josh Salvadori. And that will certainly change things in the championship. So I'll have to get the calculators out to find out what the championship situation is now. Fastest lap of the race went to Wolf Butler, so he gets the extra point. Beautifully judged victory for Josh Salvadori. Well, let's head down to Parc Fermé and get the reaction from the drivers.
Well, I don't know what you really say about that. Josh Salvadori's 3rd win of the season. Talk about taking the opportunity when it comes. I don't think you can quite believe it. The reaction is remarkable inside the car. Let's give him a quick hand, shall we, and get him out of this. That was insane. I'm not sure Josh quite believes it at the minute as well. Wow, oh my word. The Junior Saloon Car Championship delivers a fist pump there from Josh Salvadori, and rightly so as well. Well, talk about leaving it late, Josh.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it really. I was just, you know, I think I fell back a bit, just made a couple little mistakes, but, you know, that's what I was really hoping for, just, you know, try and find an opportunity just to try and catch up, and yeah, I didn't realise it would come that way.
That's what this racing's all about. You three kind of broke away really from the rest of the pack. Did you sense there could be an opportunity right at any point?
I mean, I started to lose hope when I saw them like both just starting to like edge away. I just tried my best, just tried to keep it on track, and yeah, just try and find an opportunity to pass.
Right, you don't want to talk to me, you want to go celebrate. Go on, Josh, well done. Will, let's grab a quick chat with you. Oh, so close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really close, straight to the last lap to the line. I mean, couldn't have been much closer.
I'll tell you what, you three are putting on some show this season, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, team's been really well. We're all just identical on pace. I mean, when we go through testing, everything's just identical. It's so close between us three.
It is thrilling to watch. Will, thank you so much. Congratulations there as well. We will grab Luca very shortly for a chat. He's just going through the formalities. This man over here, by the way, 6 races this season. He's been on the podium in all 6 as well. Quite incredible. Let's just grab Lexi for a very quick chat whilst we just wait. Lexi, very quick chat if we can. How was it out there?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Getting better. You're getting quicker and more confidence in the car, yeah?
Definitely, yeah.
Fantastic. Look, best of luck for tomorrow. A couple more races still to come in. Let's go grab Luca, shall we? We'll just jump on in. He's still doing the circuit comms bits, but never mind about that. We'll see if we can jump in and have a quick listen in, shall we? See what is being said at the minute. Right, Luca. Right, you might be a little bit disappointed, but probably, you know, still on the podium. That's 6 podiums in a row now this season.
Yeah, it's a bit gutting, obviously. You know, happened last year at Thruxton where we led most of the race, and unfortunately we lost it right at the end, but you know, that's racing. We'll go again tomorrow, 2 races, and hopefully we can get a win.
You know you're quick enough. That's the important thing, right?
Yeah, we're closer than the last 2 weekends. You know, we've got a bit lucky maybe at times the last few weekends, but this weekend we're really on the pace with our teammates, and so hopefully we can convert that into a win tomorrow.
6 from 6 in the top 3. Luca, congratulations. Right, the time to go. Look, Caterham 270Rs are already heading out on track. So Dave, over to you.